I've mentioned this a bit in some of my recent videos, but I wanted to do a more in-depth look at cooking in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Cooking was added in full in the 2.0 update, which released over 3 years ago now at this point, and if you're watching in the future, it's been even longer. Time is really weird. We don't talk about it. Turkey Day in 2020, however, introduced kind of the base concept of cooking, but we weren't actually doing the cooking. I talk more about that in my Turkey Day video if you guys want to check that out. It gives a little bit more insight into what eventually we would get in that 2.0 update, which released before Thanksgiving and also Turkey Day in 2021. In order to unlock cooking, you need to have reached 3 stars on your island. Obviously, you can figure that out by asking Isabelle what your star rating is. Once that happens, you not only unlock terraforming and all the other fun things, but the ability to become a chef. And due to that, you can get the cooking recipes from the cabinet in Nook's Cranny. I believe that there's also something you can maybe get from Nook Miles. I can't quite remember. But you basically unlock the ability to cook with any oven that's in the game for the most part, except for some reason the brick oven. I don't know why we can't cook with that. As well as some other kitchen items like the Ironwood kitchen, the system kitchen, and things that do not include ovens on them. They have been tagged as being able to cook with. And you have some crafting plans to be able to make a stonework kitchen of your own, which I really like. I think it looks cute. I like some of the color swatches on it. Not a huge fan of that mossy looking one, but the other ones are pretty nice in my opinion. Villagers will also be cooking in their homes occasionally. You can get a DIY from them if they are cooking, and they will also give you a duplicate if you happen to already know that cooking DIY. This works the same as crafting, so it means that 3 times a day you can find villagers in their homes on your island either cooking or crafting. When you talk to them, you get the DIY. Very self-explanatory. You can also find cooking DIYs in message bottles, both on your own island and if you go to specific Cap'n Islands with the produce on them. Speaking of produce, you do need to buy that from Leaf. He will sell produce every week when he either visits you or when he is at Harv's. He has a different stock at Harv's than he will if he visits your island during that week. I talk more about this in my video on Leaf. Regardless, you need to plant this produce. You could also trade with friends. You can receive all produce by talking to Leaf and buying it from him. It's not like fruit where you need to trade with people in order to get all the fruits or whatever. You can get all of the produce just by buying it from Leaf. You do need to water it every day, much like you water your flowers as it's growing. The maximum amount of yield per plot you can get is 3 pieces of produce. We have tomatoes, potatoes, carrots, wheat, sugarcane, and pumpkins. I always forget about the pumpkins. Pumpkins were the original, the OG produce, if you will, that we had for crafting spooky items for the first Halloween event. Since then, they've kind of stuck around. I don't understand why we only have spooky cookies and we don't have any cookies for any other holiday. I think I talked about this in a previous video. It bothers me. Where are our festive cookies for Toy Day? Where are our cursed Bunny Day cookies for Bunny Day? We need more cookies in this game that are more holiday themed and specific. We're not going to get that because we're not receiving any more updates, but that's a tangent for another day. Cooking is a lot of fun. A lot of the meals you make also will yield you a lot of bells, and once you unlock cooking and find these DIYs, you will see that they'll pop up occasionally as a hot item at your Nook's Cranny or at Nook's Cranny if you're visiting somebody else on their island as well. You can also eat meals to gain stamina, and you can get rid of that stamina by either breaking a rock, digging up a tree, or using the bathroom in any bathroom situation in the game. Or if you just save and quit and reload your game, the stamina will be gone. It's the same thing basically as eating fruit. However, you gain more stamina per thing that you eat instead of just eating one single fruit. So some of the items, like the smoothies, for example, give you 2 energy points versus like the full meals will give you 5 energy points. And of course, your Katrina fortune can affect that as well. Cooking is fairly simple, and I think it's really fun that we can be a chef and also that your villagers can cook in their homes. It's not just a Turkey Day thing, obviously, but I feel like that was kind of its first big debut, along with it coming to light in the 2.0 update. I love placing kitchen items in my villagers' homes to make their houses feel more homey, and it means that they're always using those items to cook when I visit them and they are actively cooking. Sometimes you can also cook at the same cooktop with them if it's a 2-tile item, like the ranch kitchen or the clay stove, for example. It's really cute how they're holding a little frying pan and just going about their idle animation. Also, if you have Happy Home Paradise and you have completed the restaurant, you can go into the kitchen part of your restaurant and talk to your sous chef once a day, and they will give you a cooking DIY. This is a great way to get an extra DIY, not only from the villagers on your island and potentially a message bottle, but also from the DLC. It's really convenient. Most of the time it may be something that you already know, but sometimes it could be something new, and I think that's really neat. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go cook. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you found this video helpful. Please leave any comments, feedback, and suggestions down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, I have a quick little announcement to make. Thanks to the amazing milestones that we've hit on this channel, all because of you guys watching and subscribing and engaging with my content, I have been accepted into the YouTube Partner Program, and I've turned on channel memberships. So far, there's only one tier here, which will give you early access to videos, as well as specific members only posts and photos in the community tab. I haven't done any of these posts at this point when I'm uploading this video, however, but they will be there when I get around to it, which will probably be in the next couple of days. Thank you so much for everything that you guys have done simply just by being here and engaging with my content. I literally cannot believe that I am at this point where I can start monetizing. I never thought that I would come this far, especially in less than a year since I've been uploading to this channel. I love the little community that I've grown over here, and I really appreciate everything that you guys have done, and I love that I keep seeing the same people come back over and over again to comment. I love talking with you guys, and I can't wait to kind of expand this more in the future. Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna go now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.